Hi students, now I am going to explain another concept called bioaccumulation and biomagnification. What is the topic called? Bioaccumulation and biomagnification. As you know that, so we need food and the food production from what? Agricultural fields. Farmers, in order to produce more agricultural products, they are using number of pesticides and insecticides to kill pests and insects. So when these chemicals like pesticides, especially DDT, you know DDT is one example for pesticide, dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane. And when this pesticide is added to a plant, now the chemical is reaches to the plant body partly and remaining chemical is left in the soil. So from that soil it goes to the small agricultural farms to other water bodies and so on to the nearest water bodies like ponds, lakes and oceans obviously. And when these pesticide residues, nothing but DDT is enter into the water body, and this chemical, as I said, it is a non-biodegradable substance because it cannot break down easily and it is a persist for long period of time without any chemical change. And this chemical when enter into the water body, and from the water this chemical will enter into food chain or maybe into a food web. So now I am going to explain the two concepts called bioaccumulation and biomagnification definitions, and then we'll give clarity about how these pesticides will affect the human body or human beings or other higher organisms in a trophic level in a food chain. If you take the definition for bioaccumulation and biomagnification, so bioaccumulation is nothing but increasing of concentration of the pesticides or any harmful toxic chemicals in a organism is called as bioaccumulation. Increasing of concentration of toxic chemicals in a what is called organism is called as bioaccumulation. Bioaccumulation, increasing the concentration of levels of these chemicals in the individual organism is called as accumulation, whereas it is increasing the concentration of these chemicals in a food chain is nothing but biomagnification. So as I said, so many chemicals are released into the surrounding water bodies, especially from the industries. Very poisonous toxic chemicals like arsenic, cadmium, chromium, lead, mercury, nickel, vanadium. These are all what toxic chemicals which are directly enter into the water bodies. Now I am going to take one of the such harmful chemical is nothing but mercury. You know that mercury is a liquid metal which is easily evaporate at room temperature. But this mercury, when it is enter into a water body, this mercury react with methane and they form methyl mercury. The formula is CH3Hg plus. What is that? Methyl mercury from mercury, and this mercury is released from the various industries like coal plants where coal mining is going on, and even from the volcanoes eruption also mercury is released. This mercury forms what? Methyl mercury, that is CH3Hg plus. This methyl mercury easily enter into what? Food chain. If you take when this methyl mercury is enter into the food chain, so if you observe clearly, there is a small fish will eat this methyl mercury. That means this methyl mercury will enter into the body of the small fish, nothing but salmon. And if this salmon, if they eaten by the tuna fish, and nothing but this chemical will enter into this trophic level to the next trophic level, that is the tuna fish. From the tuna fish it will go to what? A larger fish like a shark, and from the shark body if it is enter into other animals or even human beings are consumers of what? Fish. If that fish is eaten by human beings, that amount of mercury levels are increasing in our body, and because of the more concentration of mercury in human body, it causes a disease called as minimata. What is the disease called? Minamata disease. Minamata disease is a neurological disorder in human beings where because of excessive intaking of mercury. Actually you are not taking mercury, but by the food that mercury will enter into our body, that is we are under higher trophic level in a food chain. This is one example about how the mercury is very poisonous and it causes what? A neurological disease called as Minamata disease. And if you take one more what you call food chain, how these pesticides, especially I said before what we called as DDT, how they enter into the what you call food chain. You know that from agricultural fields it will enter into the water body. So from the water body, so the amount of DDT is 1 ppm, parts per million, and this water body contains very less amount of DDT, but when it is passes to the next trophic level, that is producers, and slowly the water, along with the water, this DDT will enter into the what you call as next trophic level, that is into producers, that is there 1000 ppm. From there it is goes to what you call zooplanktons, it becomes 10,000 ppm, whereas from there it goes to small fish, it is about 1 lakh, and so on to the larger fish 10 lakhs, and if you go to fish eating birds, it is become 1 crore ppm of what you call DDT. This is how the increasing of concentration of insecticide or pesticide like DDT in a higher trophic level is nothing but what? Biomagnification. If the amount of concentration of this pesticide or any toxic chemical, if it is increased in a organism, it is called bioaccumulation. If it is reaches to the higher trophic level, it is called as biomagnification. Thank you.